Right, good evening everybody, and welcome to what is effectively going to be Indie Wednesday. Just for this week I'm focusing on a pair of indie games. The first being Hand of Fate. The second will be Darkest Dungeon. For the guys on YouTube, that'll be another video, feel free to go find it. So a quick rundown of what Hand of Fate is. It's a very difficult game to describe, and even after I've given you the description, I recommend at least watching up to the first battle so you can fully get a comprehension of what it is, because a lot of people will be turned off by the first statement I'm about to make. The initial part of it is a kind of card game with a narrator, and it kind of weaves the story of your playthrough. When you get an engagement and have to fight, then it swaps to a third person sort of battle arena thing, using mechanics very similar to sort of Arkham City, Shadow of Mordor, you know, that kind of third-person block, dodge, attack combination. But, you know, the reasonable part of it is the story that it crafts and the way it does that, as opposed to just really focusing on the combat. It's not as polished combat-wise as, say, the Batman games, but it's an indie dev. You know, they've got limited resources, and it's still very enjoyable. So I've reset my progress right back to the start so you can see it from the beginning with all the tutorial. Well, hopefully it gives me the tutorial again. That was the plan. Because that explains it nicely for you guys. I believe it's £15 on Steam, so dollars probably 20, maybe? But anyway, let's go.
Ah, one more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates, and you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here, yet I say, turn back.
So this guy pretty much narrates the game and uses the cards to tell the story as you go through. It's kind of a bit Dungeons & Dragons-esque, where he lays them out and they become rooms and you move to the rooms with a little sort of model thing. You'll see.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of. Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Yep, this is the game Total Biscuit was mentioning on the podcast last week, probably the week before. Jesse's played it a lot.
Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
So, bottom left, you've got your health, your food, and your gold, and this is your equipment behind here, which I think you can
always review your cards here.
Yep, there you go. So, currently, I've got a weapon and some light armor. No shield. So, you've actually got to get cards with your equipment on if you want to wear it. This is, obviously, when I'm on this spot, I'll have a choice of where to go, but for now, I have to pick this one.
I was never a fan of illusion or pretense. Here, I'll make an exception.
Okay, Mr. Lionel. Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention. How high is he waving his staff, or how small are you? I guess that's another question. And you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. How big are goblins? His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. You give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. That doesn't sound like a sort of trick in the slightest. Okay, so he sits patiently waiting for your answer, so you can give him the bread from your plate, 20 gold that I don't have, ask him what he needs, or ignore the goblin. Well, he didn't say ask him what he needs, I just have to give him. All I've got's the plate, so we'll try. So he considers the bread seriously before placing it carefully in his coat pocket, seemingly satisfied. He taps his stuff on the ground and a shield materialises at your feet. There you go, old bean. What? He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. That's concerning. So we gain a shield, which is extremely useful.
I cannot expect you to get by without some protection.
So now we can block incoming projectiles, and then it gives you kind of a passive sort of reduction to damage, I believe. Prosecutor counter. Oh, green attack indicators. Color blindness. Ho!
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive.
Before you can stop him with inhuman speed, he snatches a pickled onion off your plate and sprints out the tavern door. Fair enough. Right, so now we've got a choice. Meh, that one. The maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
Right then. One day in a shady forest you encounter an elf maiden. Doesn't look very elvish, she actually looks rather masculine. She stops to greet you. She's Merith of the Forest Folk. Long-helped mortals of the realm. What would I like? Life? Don't need it. Supplies? Food's still pretty good. I'll ask for gold. Merith seems surprised, unlike an adventurer to beg for coin, but very well, here is your wish. I get 3 gold gain cards. So 15 gold.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
25 gold. And 15 gold. Right. Next. Stairs.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
I'm going to turn back and explore what the other card is.
Your journey is well begun. This is what I was looking for.
Oh dear.
You show some aptitude for the game. Perhaps this will not be as boring as I thought.
So, in the Twisted Canyon, you see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. The walls are covered in thick vines, perfect for climbing. Let's go down and get it then. Oh, okay.
Choose from these options.
Well, it went behind the cards and this was the top one, so this shouldn't be good. So we climb our way to the bottom, draw 1 weapon card. And we get a sword. With slightly more damage than our axe, so yes, we'll equip that.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
Problem is we're low on food now.
You are on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
Ambush.
If you defeat me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of. So, slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave danger. Draw 1 monster card. 2 of dust. So now we get the combat. There's my armor, there's my shield, and there's my sword. And my gold. You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Okay. Oh, okay, he got back up again. I wasn't expecting that. It obviously gets a lot harder later in the game. This is the first mission. Alright, while searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realise that one of your opponents is pretending to be dead. Sneak up and kill him. Okay, we'll go with that one. A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the area. Ooh, draw one equipment. We get an axe, which I think is slightly better than our sword.
Weapon, but effective nonetheless.
Yep.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Gain 5 food. Good. And some more food. That should sort out our problems there.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
Okay, while crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush. Seems we're not very good at spotting these ambushes. And the 2 of dust is common. Counter him. It's a lot easier with a shield, I'll give you that much. In the quick playthrough I had previously, I didn't actually get a shield, and you did a lot more dodging. Alright, 3 cards. Get another equipment. Ooh, Damocles.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
Throw knives in 8 cardinal directions.
Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
And some gold. A travelling tinker. Okay, you find a merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. So this is where you spend your gold.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Okay, so we can buy an axe. Not amazingly helpful. Explorer's helmet reveals stairs.
A small aid to navigation, but still.
Go on then, we'll have one of those.
Interesting choice.
We don't need the other stuff. And we don't really have much choice where to go next.
You have reached my first champion. A good man driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal.
Jack of Dust. The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
So these are what we're really after. Because what you do is you unlock more cards and then you rebuild your deck, and you can put certain things in his deck so that you're trying to kind of put like mission cards, I guess you'd call them. You know, you want to try and get to it to do a certain thing, you put that in his deck so it can come out potentially, and you can complete the token objective on it. So there's an element of deck building which we'll probably see after this mission. It gives it a lot of replayability. So we got the Jack of Dust and 4 of his mates. Not ideal.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Okay, so if it goes round in a circle, it'd kind of be handy to use my new ability for. Just like that. Oh, no. I can't counter that one, I need to dodge it. I can counter him quite happily though. Dodge the big red guy. Uh-oh. No, that was green, wasn't it? I can't tell the colours apart. Why do games insist on doing this whole red-green thing?
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last.
Okay.
We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
So as you can see, you got little token symbols on the bottom here, locks in the top. I'm guessing these are sort of mission cards to go to. Boss fights maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We got 2 more tokens worth of things yet. Medium armor, chains of rage, mercenary contract, medium armor, fortitude's breath, and desperate measures. I'm intrigued as to what this is all about. I'm guessing that's like a hiring people to fight for you, or bandit attack, maze of traps, and goblins. So those are encounter cards.
Shall we deal again? Ah, good. Now you understand the basics, we can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Right, we'll carry on with story mode. So, next target, Jack of Skulls. 3 times 2 of skulls and 3 times supplies. Fair enough.
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls.
Okay, would you like to use the recommended equipment and encounter deck? Yes. I'm not going to spend forever sat on the stream looking through cards because, well, not everyone's into that kind of thing. We will show them though. So you see your weapons, you got some shields. Elms? Mercenary contract must be an activatable item like Damocles by the look of the symbology. And in his, he's got River, Winding Trail, Dead Man's Gorge. I've seen Dead Man's Gorge, I think. Got some of the new cards have been chucked in. Or have they? Just that one. I'm not sure. I'm guessing these aren't in and these are the 3 that are. Alright, let's start.
I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice.
He's got very big hands. I think they, like, to me, they've got the scale of his hands wrong. It's slightly too large.
You play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
And the first one is Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns. There's a token in it for you if you win.
Oh dear. You hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Oh. Broken bones litter the area around the man, but there are still more closing in on him and he appears badly injured. Stranger, he calls out as he throws his weapon to you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. We've got a holy
It's
mace.
a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Okay, equipment with this trait strikes fear into the cold hearts of the undead. They will sustain more damage and may not be resurrected. Would we like to equip the mace? Hell yes. Oh, hello skeletons. Oh, I don't have a shield. I can't counter. Ah. Let's line them up so I can... No, they've got shields though. Come on. Do a hit. No, don't block. There we go. Ah, I snapped his arm off. Nice. I like that. He's armless, Captain. Rear attack. Oh. Roundhouse. Nice. Maybe not quite, but you know what I meant. Right, good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at Kadir. He says slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently. I came to investigate. He stops to look around at the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. He's heading back to the capital to report this to the Duke. Watch your step. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons.
The token is yours. Well done.
Jack of Skulls, most likely. Oh, the maiden again.
Given how rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
That's the other thing, he makes little comments like that. Okay, we ask for longer life. No, ask for supplies. Probably don't need them just yet. We'll go for gold again. 25, 15, and 15. Twisted Canyon.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure.
Go on then, let's go get it.
Truly, there is nothing like it.
Let's kind of look at the failure one, see if it goes on the top. If it doesn't, follow the top card. Win. Got an axe, but I think I will not use it for now because that holy mace seems to be a good thing.
Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all. Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Ambush! Again.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
Dew of Dust. Hopefully I can't break my holy weapon by overusing it. Whoop. The shield will be useful. Hopefully I get a shop soon so I can buy one with my newfound money. Well, that was a This Is Sparta moment. As close as he's going to get with this game. Right, sneak up and kill him. Didn't go on the top. Getting the equipment. Come on, shield, shield, shield. Medium armor, alright.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations.
Some food.
Armor protects you from damage.
And some more
Best
food.
armor, of course, does so much more.
Wait, oh. Traveling mage? What do you do? Shady Grove off the beaten trail, you find traveling... Oh, it's... Okay. Approach the shop. You sell something interesting? Or is he just another merchant? Buy items. Plunderer's cap. When you draw supplies, instead draw 2 and pick 1. Damocles we know about. Alchemical silver. Press 2 to attack faster with each successful strike. Whoops. What's the last one? Each strike inflicts a curse, slowing and weakening your opponent. That sounds like fun. Right, on we go. Oh, it's the goblin again.
I'm starting to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Maybe.
A strong left arm is as important as a strong right arm, after all.
Right then, next. A maze of traps.
A cave, traps, and the hope of treasure. It's all I could ask for, and more.
Let's go. Enter the cave. I'm wondering if that arm is going to come in useful.
Now we begin to raise the stakes. The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Okay, these don't seem to be sticking up. How were you meant to get past that before it went off? Oh joy. Okay, wait for it. Oh, I suppose you got the dodge roll, haven't you? That one. Slight burning sensation. Nothing to worry about. Ow. Oh. Didn't think about that timing really, did I? Alright. 3 gain cards. 10 health. Thank you, I needed that.
A little extra health. But it is only a momentary respite.
And in equipment. Chains of Rage. During combat,
An excellent way to turn an injury into an asset.
strikes sustained from bows and wands have a chance to restore your cooldowns. Go on then.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
And we got a token. Yeah.
Head downwards, if you dare. Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
And we found the Dead King's Hall instead.
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
Oh dear.
Win this and claim my token.
You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. 2 monster cards. Skulls and skulls. Take them by surprise. Oh dear. Oh crap. Did a double shuffle. That confused me. No, no. Spotted as you approach, the creatures ready themselves. Slightly concerned one of them's got a sash as well on the top corner of his card. Does that mean they're like veterans or something? Well, here they go. Now, at least I've got a shield I can counter attack. Make this a bit easier.
I did not realize you were such a fearsome adversary. I will bear that in mind.
Roll under the sword and smash him in the side of the ribcage. Nice. Equipment, which I probably don't need.
Fling your opponent's challenges back in their faces.
Some food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Some health. Oh, max health. And another token. Right, let's go this way. Goblins. Being stout and meek, goblins know they cannot use strength or fear to survive. They rely more on mischievous methods. They steal from you when you sleep and escape through magic portals. Oh god.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
One night you awaken to find your belongings being rifled through by goblins. As soon as they notice you stirring, they run away with a piece of your equipment. They have also stolen some of your food and gold. The 2 of goblins. We have to chase them? Oh, he's got my mace. You bugger, come back here. Give me my mace back. I'm gonna need that. Come here, you two. Oh, just stamped on his head. The tokens you trade in at the end for new cards.
Take the token. It is yours.
A shop. I'm going to pass it by. It's not going to have anything I need this close to the end. Devil's choice.
I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
A cloaked devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your strength, so-called hero. Choose your foe. 2 of skulls, or 2 of skulls with the weird little thing on the corner.
More skeletons for you to deal with.
Since that is whom you wish to fight, I think today I shall make you fight the others instead, just for fun. So instead of fighting 2, we have to fight 4. You beach. I pushed Q. Ow. Just keep bouncing off their shields. There we go. One down. Finish that one off. Oh, finisher. Backhanded shield rakes his head come off and roll around. Right, excellent, the devil cries. You've passed my cunning test. Have some treasure. Perhaps next time our paths cross I would give you myself. Gain some food.
One of my cards. A small benefit. I will not be so graceful for long.
Every third encounter does not consume food. Press right mouse button to shield bash a target, stunning it. Alright. We'll equip that. Upgraded shield, sounds good. And yet another crazy token. No, don't need to shop. Go away. And on to the final.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
Tenacious Undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, the skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in the close vicinity. Aye.
We play for a token now.
And he's got the 4 of skulls to support him.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Rifles? When did that become a thing? Oh, can't hit him while he's resurrecting someone apparently. I'll hit him now instead then. Alright, that's the big guy beaten. Come here, you. That was bright.
Ah, well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it.
Right, so we've got a lot of new cards.
Our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
So we've got 7 tokens? Helping the captain of the guards, you receive a mace and a mace. For exploring the maze of traps, you receive Scavenger's Cap. For exploring the Dead King's Hall, you receive a treasure chest. For encountering the goblins, you receive time heals and goblins. We encountered the goblins and found goblins. Makes sense, I guess. Surviving the Devil's Choice, you receive the Devil's Wager. This will be the Jack of Skulls, the Crucible, Queen of Dust, the Helpful Priest, and the Desert Storm. And finally, again for the Jack of Skulls, Helm of Reflection, Consuming Shame, Frostfang, that looks awesome. Actually, the Helm of Reflection looks pretty cool. And Angel's Wing.
Shall we deal again?
Right, let's see what's the time. I'm going to do one more.
Another round, and our game truly begins.
Right. The Queen of Dust. In combat, the player's movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess.
A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Right, deck builder. We'll use the recommended. At some point I'll mess around, but for now, not so much. We've got Devil's Wager, Desert Storm, River, A Winding Trail, and Dead Man's Gorge.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols.
I'm guessing this one?
I've added some cards to spice up the game.
Oh joy.
In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
Helpful Priest.
Again, a token is at stake.
You meet a wandering priest who greets you in a friendly manner. For a small share of your provisions, I will bless you in the name of the old gods. Oh, go on then. Huge success. I think it's one of these two. That one. Nah. Draw one blessing card. Self-righteous.
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
And any hit, the player inflicts 2 more damage for each blessing they possess. Cool. And we got a token. Onwards. Oh, goblins.
Goblins. I do love goblins. Truly, I haven't seen their like in years.
Oh,
Excellent.
3 of goblins and 2 of dust. I hope they haven't stolen my weapon. Oh, there's traps as well. And I don't have a shield to counter with. And there's traps. Let's get rid of those first. Good, good, good. And roll. Give me my stuff back, goblin. Wait, wait, come here. Wail on him on the ground. What were you giggling at, Smiley? Nope, no escaping through that portal for you. Ah, come back here. He's managed it. Oh, you bugger. Rode past him trying to avoid the trap. Twisted Canyon.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
Alright, so let's climb down and get the weapon then. So keeping an eye on this one. Didn't go on the top.
A choice.
That one did.
Select your desire.
Draw a weapon card. Desperate measures. Damage 32. Yes. Yes, I would like to equip it.
As pleases you. Deeper towards our foe.
Take the stairs.
This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
Alright, we've met the Elf Maiden. See, I'm half tempted to ask for supplies because we got a reasonable amount of gold. There we go. The elders of our kind often say that we must tread paths we once took in order to gain an advantage on the present. Ah, the maze of traps. Now, Luna Dusk in chat informed me there was a pattern somewhere in red that I didn't spot. So I guess I'll try and look for that colour I can't really tell apart from green. I'm not actually sure which bit he was talking about the pattern being on either. But that's definitely how you get past that bit. This is the one I'm not sure on. I'm assuming the different symbols on the floor actually mean something, but... Oh, nearly got torched again there. Right then. Got it. Hey, IP Cheeky. Or LP Cheeky. Whichever one it is. Alright, get some gold. Armory, draw 2, select 1 to keep. Shield, shield. Oh, but I don't know what either of them do. Well, I've got a good weapon already. We'll go with this.
A coarse defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
Upon reflecting a projectile, this helm creates a small force explosion. I don't have a shield though. Hang on. Each hit slows the target with cold. Press 1 to shoot a cone of cold. Sorry, that one's coming. I don't care what I've already got as a weapon. Some gold. Travelling healer. Not really required. Let's go have a look what the shop's got though. So we could remove curses, sell items, buy food. Don't really want to sell either of those. I don't have enough gold to get rid of the curse. Not that I'd want to. 400 gold is crazy. I'll just deal with the curse. Alright, we'll leave. Hitch a ride.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
You found a friendly trader willing to let you ride on his wagon. Hitch a ride.
You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
So this is an interesting board shape. And we find, oh dear, rockfall. That's not
A
going to be good.
terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
While journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. Attempt to dodge the rocks. Oh dear. Top card. No, no. Double shuffle again. I'm gonna. Yes. You dodge the rocks by ducking into a small cave. A few minutes later, you emerge and climb around the new rockfall. You hear a voice somewhere above you say, "Did I hit him?" Let's run and attack the bandits. You're gonna throw rocks at me. I'm gonna come give you the sword, although I don't have a shield, which is concerning. That is considerably helpful at this stage. Okay, I like this sword. This sword can come again anytime. Freeze landmark. Yeah, this thing's OP. Right, 2 equipment cards. Explorer's Helm.
An item that tells you how to move quickly, but tempts you to take your time.
A medium armor.
Middle of the road in every way.
Let's go to this corner then. Call for the priest. Shady Grove off the beaten trail, you find a travelling merchant. What's he got for sale? Buy blessings. Buy food. Right, Headman's Blessing. Any kill made using an axe grants the player 3 health. Holy Torch, undead that physically strike the player may receive damage themselves. Treasure Picker, when the player chooses from multiple equipment or gain cards, the choices available are increased by 1. Or Critical Strike, the player inflicts triple damage on foes who are stunned. I can't afford any of them. However, food I'm going to stock up on whilst I can. I'll buy 5. Means I can explore this sort of map area a bit more than I would otherwise be able to. Oh, here's a free shield. Give him the bread. Get the shield.
With practice and good timing, you can reflect ranged attacks.
That makes things easier. Oh, another rockfall.
Again, the stones tumble upon you.
Right, attempt to dodge, so it's there. Oh crap. I think it's one of these two. Don't like that double shuffle. Alright, let's go attack the bandits again. I've got a shield this time. Between the shield and the freeze cone, we should be good. Oh, except we're moving really slowly. Fortunately, with being able to counter now, it's nice and easy. I didn't even hit him. Would have knocked all his teeth out if it had done, but... Chains of Rage.
Chains for armor, as you will.
Yup, we will put that on. And I will...
A shield for the marathon.
Increase
not
my
the
shield
sprint.
as well. Devil's choice.
Though I admire his ilk, I live by very different rules.
Alright, he wants me to choose my foe. They're all the same. And then he gives me the other two. That was entirely expected. Problem is I don't have the holy mace to fight the skeletons anymore. They might get back up. Focus on his little friend. Timber. Alright, got some food. Equipment. Consuming shame.
Poison. It's the tool of the traitor.
All weapon attacks are enchanted with a powerful poison that taints the victim's mind and body.
Artifacts give you powerful abilities to use in combat.
I like that one. Another rockfall.
An accident or a trap. I wonder.
Right, it's there. We're to the back. I think it's this one. Yep. Two and 4 of dust. Swing like you mean it. Stun him and counter that one. So as you can see, the combat still needs some work, but it's reasonably fun. It's the card game bit I'm enjoying the most, actually. This helm imbues the wearer with
Move
greater
quickly
move
from
speed.
here. There is little material gain to be made.
No.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Queen of Dust.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
This Desert Queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp and she is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Right then. Oh, a 2 of dust. She doesn't get much support. Oh, yeah, that's not a crossbow, that would be a ballista. Oh wow. I move so slow. Dodge. Dodge. freeze! I take back my previous statement, she gets lots of assistance from this crossbow. There we go. Not so big now, are you?
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
Right. And that note, I will be swapping over to my next game. So if you enjoyed this so far, let me know in the comments on the YouTube channel, and I will be sure to do some more.